Usually people like to say, when it comes to women, appreciate the inner beauty. Like, don't just look at what's outside. If they're saying that, then ladies, listen to us and, value our inner money because it's the money that is there but isn't there, you know. Anyways, how about we start this show? Hit it! Welcome to Break Time on Westside, your number one break time podcast show with your host to the most, Sir Denver B. And this is the fan favorite section where we bring in all the views from the fans and bring in a couple of favorite topics that we or the fans might think or feel should be rehashed or should be discussed. Now, first of all, I need to start by Instagram. Yes, our Instagram is breaktime_westside, but that's not the point. The point is, apparently Instagram is working on removing likes, or at least the number of likes. So now, instead of seeing that, you have 1 million likes or 500 likes or 2 likes, if you got one of those, you'll see that so-and-so liked and others. Because apparently, according to the Instagram president, or the guy that runs Instagram, more or less, he feels and he has come to the conclusion that, they are not about the numbers. It's putting the public under pressure to achieve a lot of likes, of which, yes, it's true. But at the same time, that's kind of removing a piece of Instagram in itself. Like, people do a lot of things for the likes. And when you're saying that, yes, I do get it, you are appealing to the public. Because obviously, if Cristiano Ronaldo decided to take a piece of his shoelace, post it up on Instagram, and just put an emoji of a shoe, he'll still get about 10,000 likes within the first hour. Not that it would mean anything. And when it comes to the smaller human being, the person with a few thousand followers, maybe even a few hundred followers on IG, the numbers, yes, they could put a lot of pressure on someone, but I feel as though they shouldn't. It is a part of Instagram, and I feel that as a people, it's something that we should start shunning as a thing, because in media, in any form of media, it's like the numbers are the number one thing. The numbers don't lie. The numbers are what the marketers look at, which is why, people nowadays can buy Instagram followers. I don't know how you do that though. I think you just buy a bunch of fake accounts, but either way, you buy a bunch of Instagram followers because you want to look like an influencer and make money from that shit, of which personally, I have no problem with it. I have a problem with the buying, but I do have a problem with you wanting to get more followers in the name of trying to start something up. But here's the thing. Numbers don't lie. And I'm saying this as someone who's also done a bit of practice in media. I'm working with a media house right now. And, and because I'm in marketing, they talk about, the ratings reports that we get, how our ratings, what level are we on. And people like to think of the numbers as the most important thing, of which I usually think of it as, numbers don't lie, but they don't necessarily tell the whole truth. Because sometimes it's more of a brand thing. You may have less, but sometimes that less is quality less. But nonetheless, I'm usually a very liberal person, and I'm like, if you want to get rid of the likes, get rid of the likes. Although think about it again. Now, in our heads, the most liked photo in the history of Instagram is going to be an egg. Yes, it's going to be an egg. From that person that decided, Kylie Jenner has the most liked photo on Instagram and it's superficial, so let's make this egg more liked because it probably carries more benefits, blah, blah, blah. The guy set up an Instagram page for it, put the photo of the egg up, and his posts are usually of the egg cracking, of which I bet all of that is even just photoshopped. So let's be very honest about ourselves here. The likes thing isn't too big of a problem. The fact that we're going to have the most liked thing being an egg probably is. Yes, it does make it less superficial because an egg won't be posing for selfies every single day. But, it's probably one of the more famous eggs. Not that, it might have been used for an omelette afterwards. But nonetheless, I feel as though it is a fairly bold move. It is a pretty good thing that the head of Instagram is choosing to take it out. but I feel that it's something that will kind of take away part of the Instagram user experience. But who am I? Hell, it might even make the Kenyan men who have been using Instagram way more than the women have actually stop using Instagram as much. Because according to a study done by USIU Africa, United States International University, for those who don't know, apparently Kenyan men use IG more than women. And we're actually some of the biggest users of social media in Africa as, a continent. Kenya uses the most, and Kenyan men use IG the most. Now, this was a study that was done by them, by the USIU Africa, and, I happen to be a part of that university as of now. So yes, at least we've done something. Now, they said that Kenyan men use Instagram more. I don't have the full figures with me right now, but I think we probably hit about 58%, if not 61%, in terms of users of Instagram per day. Then, the rest of that figure, which is 100 minus, either 58 or 61, will give you women quite easily. Now, I can understand why Kenyan men do this because, yes, men are visual beings. In addition to being visual beings, shorties on Instagram been stepping up their photo shoot game though. People are borderline on nudes level, and people will always look for some photo of some chick. And us guys, because I'm not gonna say that we gossip or we bossip, which is bro gossip, but nonetheless, I am not going to say that we gossip, but we talk about girls a lot. And when we talk about girls a lot, if you have IG in this day and age, you don't even have to describe a shorty. You just have to get her IG handle and just show the guys. The minute you show the guys, some guys will follow us, some guys won't. Guys will be scrolling through photos. Guys will hit the like button. Guys will be sharing stuff. And, because as men, we have a pretty good sense of humor, we will look for the humor each and every morning. Actually, it is believed by me personally that men tend to look for most of these humorous, pages and post them up. We look for the humor, then, shorties will probably just share that shit. Because, they'd rather just take something that someone's already done and duplicate. I don't know. But anyways, this isn't to hit at any women whatsoever. There are female comedians that do a very good job. But that aside, men have been ogling for years. It is something that we have been doing since time immemorial. And I feel it's something that we are going to do till, death do us part. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. So as a Kenyan man, I can say that yes, we use Instagram more. But at the same time, I will tell you, it is for a reason. This is just ogling revolutionized. Yes, revolutionalized. Goodness, what the hell is my English this week though? I'm on this level where I'm starting to feel like I really know English, then boom, all of a sudden it's like I don't know jack. But anyways, women also do ogle as well. Particularly if something good's happened to them. They will ogle at food. Yes, because I know you do that, which is why you watch so many cooking programs. You ogle at other men, their booties as well. Also, I've been told by a couple of my friends. And you ogle at the sight of a man who has probably given you very good dick. I've said it. I have to say it. Men, if you have given good dick to her, trust me, her and her friends will probably look for your dick print every single day. That is a fact. And onto that point of dick though. Women actually do a lot in the name of dick. Men too. The gay ones. And I am saying this as a man who has noticed that people have been trying to get a lot in the name of dick. In the dick department, they have been trying to enlarge. If you go to online retail stores like Jumia, you will find penis enlargement creams. If you go to porn, you will find ads on the side in the name of, trying to make your ding-dong bigger. And I don't have much of a problem with it. It's just that it's becoming a little more rampant. There's nothing wrong with, a few people doing it. When a lot of people are doing it now, that's a problem. And I don't know. I think it's like this whole porn complex where everyone thinks that, for me to actually be good in bed, I need to get, a big ding dong. Like, I need to make sure my sausage is the biggest in the game, probably even better with girth than every other person, of which I have been told it is not the size but the quality. Unless that size is under 4 inches, of which for some it's 5, of which for others it's 6. Yeah, size matters. At this rate, size really does matter. But when you think about it, like, shorties do a lot for dick. So one day I was busy scouting through Twitter, just, going down the different alleyways. And someone asked, like, what's the most that you've done in the name of sex? I saw a post of a shorty that had to go all the way to Singapore for dick. Like, I'm okay with you doing a lot of things, like, but if you're traveling to Singapore for one dick, like, you might as well be going to get that one dick every day for like a year. And then head back. But she pretty much went on like a couple of days vacation, of which luckily, the man paid for some of it. And, she went specifically to get dick. Other people have traveled between Nairobi and Mombasa. Mombasa is about 500 kms. For those of you who don't know, who aren't Kenyan, it's about 500 kms. Some people have done longer distances. Some people have done Kenya to Uganda, Kenya to Rwanda, Kenya to Burundi, Kenya to Tanzania, Kenya to South Africa. Damn. Like, people go all the way to different places in the name of, that good quality dick. And I need to kind of point this out. Men, you need to start learning to have better dick game. I am not saying this to say that men do not have good dick game, but instead of going for those enlargement creams, try to find a way to do it even better. This is, I think, the best piece of advice I will ever give, at least for this first season of Break Time on Westside, because personally, that is not something that I usually do. Usually I'm like, when you get there, like, make sure you thrust that thing until there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Of which some women like that, but let's be honest. If it's quality they want, let's make sure we give them good quality and not leave quality to those people that are naturally born with it or have been living with female species and have learned the art of giving good dick. Anyways, trying to keep things not poking out that much. Men have been doing a lot for, pussy and all, but it's understandable. It's something that's a known fact. Men have crossed borders, done all sorts of things, lost houses, companies, gambled their lives away, all because of pussy. We can start going back to, the times of Samson when he pretty much lost his God-given gift because of pussy. Some people are going to say same thing. Lost it because of pussy. Go to Solomon. Nigga had 700 wives, 300 concubines. Short answer is, this guy had 1,000 in the name of pussy and he lost it. Keyword here being, if you're a great guy, you'll probably end up losing it because of pussy, not because of anything else. So, make sure you watch yourselves. Anyways, it's about time you get back to work because break time seems like it's about to be over. But if you guys want to hit us up, it is on IG at breaktime_westside. I have been Sir Denver B. Thank you for listening to this podcast.